Hello guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about the Florida Panthers, but not in a good way. Today I'm going to be taking down the Florida Panthers. What is wrong with them? Why are they playing bad? And most importantly, why they're so far down in the standings. Now, when you're 12-16-5, and debatably the worst division in the NHL, I still think the Pacific is the weakest division, but the Atlantic, I'd say, is a close second. It's not very good. When you're 12-16-5 in just a terrible division, you really have some problems you need to fix. If you're not at least 500 on a good or on a terrible division, you're doing something wrong, and the Florida Panthers are definitely doing something wrong. Now you got Trocheck at 33 points, you got Huberdeau at 32, and you got Barkov at 30 points. That's a trio of some great players right there. Almost point a game for all of them. Trocheck is a point per game. But after that, you have Dadonov at 19 points, but then it just falls down completely. There isn't many other players that are really supporting them like the trio that are right there. There's just a lot of guys that are just kind of having bad seasons. Bukestad is like a 40-point guy, which is honestly what I expect from him. He's more of a two-way guy. But there's lots of guys that are underperforming this season, and honestly, some guys that are just performing how they are. And the Florida Panthers, I guess, expect them to be a lot better. Now, the Panthers have scored 93 goals this season, while the league average is at 97. They've allowed 113 goals against, while the league average is 97. So they're allowing like almost 20 more goals than the league average, which is just it's just bad. It's just plain bad, and they need to fix that, of course. The power play is 17.76%, while the league average is 19.05. So that's 2% a bit higher, or 2% lower than the league average, which is definitely a problem. The PK 79.44%, while the league average is 80.95, so basically 81%. That's basically 2 points out. So that still needs some work. Shot percentage, I like using this stat a lot. 8.2% for the Florida Panthers, while and 9.2% for the league average. That's not getting it done at all. 1 point below league average for especially something like shooting percentage. It's not good at all, and they need to fix it. Save percentage, 0.910 for the save percentage for the Florida Panthers, while the league average is a 9.12. So the Panthers just aren't getting the goaltending, and the defense is just swallowing up as well. That definitely isn't helping the goaltending. But I'd say that Luongo is carrying the Panthers whenever he starts, and Reimer isn't good enough to keep the Panthers from allowing goals, keep that defense from allowing goals. The shots against 1,156 for the Panthers, while the league average is 1,040. So they're allowing like 1,000 more, or not 1,000, 100 more shots than the league average team. So that's not doing good at all. They're allowing way too many shots as well. They're just not doing good in any department, really. And they're not excelling in anything. So that's definitely something that they need to work on. They just need to work on everything. And who knows, maybe it gets better. But they just need to work on everything. When you have Derek McKenzie as your captain, I don't think it's going to go too well for you as a team, at least. If I was the Panthers GM, not just because he has the most points on the team, but because of the leadership he brings, I'd say that Trocheck should get the captaincy, besides a guy like Ekblad or Huberdeau, just because he's a little bit older than the rest of that core. I think he's like 25 or something, but he has more experience. He has some playoff experience, at least. And the team, I'd say, it revolves around if he's doing good on that night. And Trocheck has really led the team. He's really done fantastic this season. He really deserves some more praise. He's really gone underrated, and I think that he's done fantastic. And Trocheck just is leading the team to whatever win they can scramble on, whatever win they can hold on to. And Trocheck has really led that team in points and really just carried that offense. And I think that he deserves the captaincy just because he's older and he has more experience in his belt. And I think he can use that captaincy to more success than a guy like Huberdeau or Ekblad. Now, the top 5, of course, seat percentage, a stat like that I like to use a lot. For the top 5 for the Panthers, at least, you got Dadonov at 55.7%. He's doing really well this season. 19 points, I think it was. He's a secondary guy. He's one of the only guys that are actually getting goals besides the 3 guys. You got Huberdeau at 53.7%, which is great. Barkov at 52.4%, good enough. Bukestad at 51.9%. He's always done pretty well in Corsi. and Petrovic at 51.9%. So he's done pretty well in that department. He hasn't been getting a lot of offense stats, but he'll get there. The Corsi is there. He'll get there. He'll get there for sure. The bottom 5 for the Panthers for bad at 43.2%. That's pretty terrible. Connor Brickley at 44.9%. Again, Derek McKenzie at 46.2%. He's pretty much trash. Haley at 46.6%. He's an enforcer, so I guess it makes sense. McCaution, the guy that they signed for that ridiculous deal, 46.8%. That's not good. And that he hasn't been that great this season as a defenseman, even in the bare bones stats as like points and plus minus. He hasn't really done that well, and I don't think that contract is looking good at all, isn't it? But let's not forget that they were first in their division a couple of seasons ago. It doesn't feel like that long ago, but yet it was 2 years ago, and the Panthers have really not improved on it at all. They've really just done terribly since then, since that defeat to the Islanders, and they've really just squandered the opportunity that they had, squandered the division win, the division leader. After that season, they've just been terrible since then, and they just haven't capitalized on it. They haven't improved on it. They haven't even rode the coast of it at all. They've just been bad after that, and they really haven't learned from before then when they were bad before the division win. But I say that they were probably the easiest. Probably the easiest division win they could have gotten because the Canadians were out. The Maple Leafs weren't good at all. Like the Bruins weren't great. It was really a wide open division there, but they won it, and there's really no excuses since they've been so bad since then. So it's really just been a thing. Just the Panthers have not improved on it at all, and they haven't done anything since then. Now Luongo has a .928 save percentage, while Reimer has a .898 save percentage. Luongo is an interesting goaltender, so. While I don't think anybody thinks of him as a Vezina candidate. I say he's pretty close, and honestly, a .928 save percentage on a Florida Panthers team that wastes way too many shots each game. Luongo, I'd say, is a top 3 goaltender right now in the Vezina race at least. He's been so impressive. He's faced so many shots. It's pretty ridiculous. Florida Panthers just give way too many shots, and Luongo has just been great, just despite that. And he's just been fantastic. He's faced adversity, and he's really done fantastic whenever he's put in. And like I said before, Reimer isn't good enough to stop all of the Florida Panthers mishandles and just missed checks and all these terrible plays by the defense, while Luongo is. At that age, it's pretty impressive. If they think as Luongo as a backup, then that's the best backup in the league. Even Aaron Dell, I don't think, competes with him in that department. And defensively, I think they have problems. Offensively, they have problems despite the good triple three that they have right there in Huberdeau, Trocheck, and Markov. Besides that, the offense isn't good at all, and they really need to work on special teams as well as just Reimer needs to be a little bit better, and the defense needs to get a whole heck of a lot better defensively at least. That's going to be it for today, guys. Guys, did enjoy it? Make sure to like. If you guys really enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.